afternoon, good evening. I just feel to do, we're in my bedroom, I'm sorry. I just feel to do a reading. I was getting up. Um, so I'm just going to do a reading. My hands are really painful. I'm really so sore. So just cooking my dinner, and I have to cook something like a baby so I can eat it and not hurt my hands. Very painful. Just gonna pick some cards out. Just feel intuitively. I just have to have a drink of my cup of tea. I just wanted to say also, so painful. That noisy hearing Melo's eating something. Last night I had the weirdest dream. It sounds weird, odd, but I dreamt of Kim Kardashian. It was really strange, and she was at a fair, and it was really strange, and she was wanting to help someone with some, like a legal case or something that was being covered up or something. It was very strange. She was trying to help somebody, but she didn't want to go back and try and help them. She had gone to a different area in her life. And in this dream, I was talking to her in this dream, and I said, you can do so much help for people because of your status, and also because of the people that listen to you in life. It was a really beautiful dream, and it was really interesting. Someone was having a baby around her. It was just a beautiful dream, but it was really lovely, and I've always felt her dad has always been around her to help her legally with things and give her ideas about the strengths that she has within herself as well as everybody else. But yeah, so it was very odd, strange dreams, and a lot of it had to do with houses and changing houses and an old-fashioned house, and it was just very strange. I sound like some crazy person. So I'm just gonna pick some cards. So there's someone who's wanting some change in their life, and you have a choice to change your life, but you have to make the first step in the right direction in your life to change where you want to go with your life and what you want to do. But if you want to better your life and change things and make things more positive for you in a positive flow, start going one step in front of the other. You don't know how far you can go, but you've just got to make that first initial step, and sometimes that first initial step can be very hard. But as soon as you start to take that one other foot in front of another, you can come out from the dark and reveal things to people about yourself, your life, or things that are happening within you. And those who believe in you and those who meant to be around you will always have that contentment there. So these people in this world, whoever this is for, I've got to take the cards. There are people that try to hurt and try to harm, and they're trying to hurt and harm a situation around you. And hurt and the harm is because people are looking at, it's like looking at a glass vase that's absolutely beautiful, and you're admiring it thinking, oh, I wish I had that, I wish I had that, and you have that. However, even though you have this amazing beautiful thing and different things, and all these people think you have these beautiful amazing wonderful things and live this fantastically amazingly beautiful life, your life is not completely how it's revealed to the world, how people think your life is. Your life is very different, and it is more reclusive and not as wonderfully glamorous and um, amazing and filled with all of this stuff that people would think that you would have, as much as what people think. And people look up to you, whoever you are, people will look up to you. But you need to start respecting and looking up to yourself and care about who you are and what you're doing in this world, because people do look up to you. But you need to put that one foot in front of the other, and those people who are trying to destroy what you've created or what you have, these people that are trying to destroy this are people who are destroying it because of the most poignant thing I have to tell you is the most important thing. People are doing that because of jealousy. A large amount of it is jealousy, and because they don't have this or that, or they don't have a situation similarly to yours, which if people only knew your situation, it's not as glamorous and wonderful and fantastically flashy as what everybody would think it is, because it's not. It's completely more a mundane, normal life than a more normal life could be. But it's been a very big struggle, and it's been on the verge of a breakdown happening, very much on the verge of a breakdown that people are not aware of behind closed doors. I'm so sorry about my hands, very sore. Then I'm sorry I'm doing this in my pajamas, my favorite item of clothing. Sometimes it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you have, it doesn't matter what's around you, and it doesn't matter what you've lost, you can always regain from what you've lost. No matter what you've had, it doesn't matter what you've had. What you are, who you are, is what's the most important. What you had, if you don't have it anymore, and it's a different situation, you don't have it anymore, there's nothing you can really do about it. But if you can change your life and put it more into the perspective of the positive, and change things for the good, the positive, the godly, the good, the right things in life, not anything bad or derogative or anything, but something with the form of love, goodness, kindness, beauty, to do things because of you're a good person trying to do the best you can. That's how things will change, and changing your life positively, because positive creates positive, more so than Melo's about to jump up. Pop up. Come on, pop it. Melo's picked a card. But sometimes emotionally, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter who you are, that I think I've said this before, I don't see all my subscribers, and I don't have a lot. It never really changes, I don't have a lot. But somebody, no matter who you are, this reading, whoever gets it, somebody is in a position where people think they have a lot of stuff. People think their life is very glamorous and flashy and wonderful and this and that and the other. People think that all this creation that you have that you don't actually have, that people think, is jealousy that they hold within, and that jealousy, they try to attack what you have created and what you have, because of the sheer jealousy that people have. Because of, if people sometimes see someone with a smile on their face, or if someone's had a life where it's not been so happy, they get off on the jollies of people, seeing people in pain, or people suffering, or people crying or upset because they've had such a struggle in their own lives. Sometimes people are cruel because of that, and everything that we do, regardless of this life, next life, or whatever you believe in, things, we always have to try and be the best person we can and be a good person, do the right thing, because things do come back to haunt us. We have to try and always be the right person and a good person. But whoever you are, I've got the same card as I had the other day, but you need to ask for some help. You are in a very fragile place in your life. You need to take yourself away from public eye in the way that you normally would. You need to be careful not to take medication, some form of a medication. I've said this before, that sounds like Kellogg's or something. I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's prescribed medication, but whoever you are and whoever's watching this, someone's taking too much of something because it's giving them a buzz rather than, and they think that it feels great, but you can't continue to do that. And these things are medicated in doses, not to take more than the recommended dose, because it's something that gives you some sort of artificial high and gives you confidence, and you have to stop it. You have to stop. You have to look after yourself and your body. There are many people depending on you in life. You need to start to love who you are, love yourself, love others. Try not to look for the negatives in everybody, even though there are negatives and negative situations happening. Try and look more into the positive of life. There are children around you, many children around you, but you need to be the positive, the kind, the loving, and be there for them. And always remember, people speak in this world. Nothing is really ever really private, because we live in a world where people can get on the internet or ring up somebody. Someone could be walking, they can photograph somebody doing something, and people can be found out for nearly everything they do. Always try to be a good person and do the right thing. But what people hear and find out, even if it's in years to come and you have children, try and always make sure that what you're doing is right and good and kind. And because in years to come, when children look back at things, especially if you have children, and I feel that you do, and if you don't, I feel children around you and children coming into your life, you need to look at, even though we struggle in different times and no life is perfect, how will you be remembered in many years to come? Always be loving and kind and gentle, compassionate, and have love in your heart. And I'm just going to take another card. You are the yin to someone's yang. You are the omega to someone's alpha. You are the atma of the creation of somebody's whole life to help things contain together. There is a person for you out there that is the right person for you. If once again, a similar thing, I get this all the time, sort of, there's a psychic connection between you both, but you live far away from each other, not in the same state or in the same city or anything like that. Very far. It's like on other sides of the planet. But there is a bond, a psychic connection that connects you. There's also some legal things coming up for you, and trying to look at that correctly and linearly, on a linear scale. And you need to protect what you have, what you've created, and hopefully the governments change where people who do things which are not good and are wrong, or and not good against the law, start to, for things that happen. Things keep happening where people do things wrong and get away with it because of the system, not because it's because of the justice system is not working in the favour of making sure these things don't happen or get created. I hope that means something to people, whoever's watching this, but until the justice system starts to change, people keep taking things, people doing the wrong things, they keep getting away with things because the justice system is not cutting down on people, not saying, like, the prisons are full, and reform places, children are committing crimes and stealing and taking things, and all these things are happening and doing rights of wrong things because the justice system lets them get away with that. And until that starts to change, things need to start to change. There is an outlet where things will slowly start to change, and it has to happen So people who are doing the wrong thing won't be able to do the wrong thing, because it's not teaching people, especially younger people or children, or even older people who are doing horrible things like splashing paint or damaging things. It's just not, it's not on. And we also have, sorry, my hands. I had this card before, like two places on a different side of the planet, like two different places, and one's like a more mundane house, and one's like a more, it's like maybe all two lives, glamorous life and more mundane life, but two different sides of life, or sides to your working life and sides to your private life, that people think appear as you, and think your life is either very mundane, that it actually is not mundane, but your life is mundane, and people think it's very glamorous and very different, in more of a way where people don't know, and what they don't know sometimes they surmise about rather than what they know. I feel this is more masculine. On this reading is a more a masculine reading, feminine elements to it as well, but maybe it's more for a male and a female. You'll know if it's for you. I've had this card before, but there is happiness there, but you need to look after yourself and take care of yourself, and you need to prioritize what you have around you. Like very similar readings to what I've done before, monetary wise. Even though we have money, we need to source different directions and not take from this or that, because remember, we need the funds for this and that and that. And we, even if something vessel has gone down financially, we still need to live. You still need to live, but you need to put your things in perspective of what you intend them for. And if you don't want to lose finances or money, I feel that it's creating and putting them into places where they're not going to be lost. If that makes any sense, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like a loss of resources. So put things in a place where they can actually go up, or be in an area where they can be protected for what they have. So we have, it's quite interesting actually, a man and woman. It's like different parts of the world, different people, different lives, but it's about coming together, and it's finding that right person for you, but not taking someone who's going to disrespect you or not respect you or not care for you. It's someone who's going to treat you right. If you're a man and you like men, a man that treats you right. If you like a woman and you like women, a woman that treats you right. But if you're a male and you like females, or females and like males, vice versa, that's going to treat you right. But if you this is people that I feel have not physically met yet, or may have met. I think I've said this before, but these are people I feel have not met yet. There's also people around you that have a lot of faith in you, and there's green grass on the other side, but that green grass on the other side is not achieved lightly. It's been achieved through much work and putting so much effort into things. It's educating and continuously trying to do things to change things for the positive, and also it's trying to get together and making things work. And to create something together. And also there are people around you, and people, it's a group of, I feel, women. I don't feel it's men, I feel it's a group of women who are articulating unkind, hurtful things, even to the point of visually seeing or looking at, or getting someone to visually see and look at, like a looking glass, like a camera, at people or a person, and it's as if a group of women have been very unkind, very uncaring, and said things which are very not compassionate at all, but unkind and uncaring, and gone in with the daggers and tried to upset the apple cart of what is happening, because at the end of the day they are just weak people that has not been able to have the strength within themselves to go forward, and they've not been able to go on the notion of belief something that they believe is right, because they need to have a group following or be part of the group to sit there and gossip and be part of things and start destroying somebody and putting their lives down. So they're trying to destroy somebody and trying really hard. They think they're doing the right thing and they think they're not destroying, but they are actually destroying and being very unkind and uncompassionate and uncaring, and they are being fools, if not anything else but fools. This is very strange. The card is sitting up there. It's a fool card. So these people are being fools. They're not being kind, compassionate, for the ability of seeing two sides of things. And they're finding, these people find it very hard to come across and say, I'm sorry, or did I upset you, or did I hurt you. These people just like to go in gung-ho into destroying things, destruction and destroy. This card, similar cards again, and the card. So we have, like, at the time of Leo, life will change in the way of flourishing. There's going to be more monetary situations of stability and knowing where things are going to be coming into alignment for your life. There's also the strength within you to be more stronger as a person, kind and caring, compassionate within who you are for yourself, and start to turn around things and have more love in your heart for yourself. And when you need help, ask for help. No one can really give you help unless you ask for it, and unless someone's intuitive enough to pick up that you need help. Sometimes people don't know how to help either, but if you need help, ask, because there's times where you will need help for certain things. And just finish with one last card. So I think a lot of things that have been going on have, it feels like someone's tried to, it's like the ending of a very, very long bad cycle of things happening, and trying to get the eagle back to its nest of where it is and let it rise, let the eagle rise to where it is, and move things into a completely different direction for more positivity to come in. But you need to love who you are as a person first and be more stronger and compassionate. And remember, if you're meant to be with someone from the past, I think I might have said this before, and it's not worked out, or you broke up, what have you, it broke up because it wasn't meant to work out and you weren't meant to get back together. And I feel that this is not, reading's not going to be for everybody. There's someone else there, but the person that you want from the past, if you have actually met them physically and dated physically, that is not the person for you. I do not feel, I can be wrong, and this reading could be for somebody else, but that person who knows this reading's for them will know it's the right reading. But the person I feel that I'm doing this reading for, whoever you are, it's like you're from different sides of the planet, but you're very strong within putting your psychological and sociological and backgrounds similarly together, and be able to create a flow in your life working together and create structure. But you need to look after yourself, and you need to find some way to protect what you have of yours that people are destroying, because people just it's out of sheer greed, out of sheer jealousy, and out of because people didn't get their own way, basically. I hope this reading means something to you, and I'm so sorry about my hands are very sore. And have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, what have you, and know that there are some things in the rising coming up in life, and things go up and go down. But remember, when it comes to things or working situations or things like that, or going to school situations in life, and going to certain things like gyms or little dances or wherever you are, not everybody gets on with everybody, not everybody gets on with somebody else. Dynamics are not fantastically wonderful all the time, but it's so important to try and get everybody to work together the best they can, and try and be kind and caring and compassionate and loving and have you, but that you don't have to be like that to work together or go to school together, but it does make life a lot more happier and kinder. And just know that those who do not know you and put you down or put down what you have don't know you. They don't know you. That's not what keeps businesses going. That's not what keeps people happy. The people that care are the people that are there, and that's how things keep going. Remember today, if you see somebody without a smile, give them one of yours. My name's Electra. Have a lovely day. God bless.